Good morning. This is Spirit Journey. Boy, I'm just waking up. Today is Wednesday, October 28, 2020, and the time is 6:15 a.m. Yeah, I'm just opening up my eyes. I had a very bizarre dream I want to get done before I forget. Um, I was in a room, uh, a small room. Um, it could have been used like a lunchroom. It was in some building. I don't remember how I got there, or why I was there, but I was in a room, and I think I was actually somewhere else just before that place, and I got there. I think in hindsight, the dream was one of those low energy dreams. So I'm noting how the people were acting. And sometimes when I dream, like I'm in the living room right now at my place, and I do have the desktop computer on, and I think sometimes the waves or something could influence my dreams, and it places me at a level where malevolent beings are, or they stay. So anyway, I'm at this in this room, and there were black people in the room, young black people, uh, dark complected, and from the street. The real, oh yeah, I remember now. I remember. Oh brother, yeah. There's definitely a very low energy dream. It's just coming to my memory now. I'm outside, actually, and I think I was sitting at a table or somewhere. Yeah, and boy, a young boy gets hit by a truck. I think there's a scream. Yeah, I think the mother screamed, and I turn to see, and I see underneath the front of the car, it was like a gap. So directly underneath the front fender was a child, a chubby child, and they're on their side. And I remember seeing some movement. And I said, oh, okay, the child is still alive. And then someone grabbed the child. And I'm thinking to myself, you're not supposed to do that, because the bones that be broken, you might really cause serious harm to the kid. And then they're like holding the child, in their arms. The kid was, led someone in, and the other end, just hanging. And they had the kid like cradled. They went in a, I think they went in a store, and they're crying for help, help, help. It's an Asian lady, East Asian, like a Chinese type looking person. It was just hectic. And then we're in a shop, and the kid every time was alive, and the kid throws up. So this liquid comes out of the kid. I'm sorry to say that, but some liquid cloudy, like I think a light color, clear liquid is expelled. They put the kid on the floor. And so I said, oh, okay, good. The kid is alive. So I said, put the kid on its side so it doesn't choke. And I think my twin was with me, right beside me. Yeah, my twin was there. And I demonstrated for the kid how to go on the side, go on this, the help with becoming, you want to be able to, make sure that your airflow was good. And then I remember the kid had to reposition himself. I wanted to stay with the kid, just make sure the kid stays alive. And the kid, the big kid, chubby like, and he looked about. Now he seemed older, but a kid still. 13-year-old. And I think someone, I asked for, get the ambulance. And I try to say very authoritative, get the ambulance. Because not that the kid is alive, yeah, because my thoughts were, okay, I'm in an establishment. And if they call in the establishment, help should come right away. If someone tried to call outside, be slower. They come slow. I forget what else what happens, but there's some distraction, and now I'm in that room, that other room, and sitting at a table, and you see all these other people. Look like a very cheap room. Very bare, and you had a lot of street people, black street people, and a lady is right beside me, young lady. She's sitting down and she's trying to intimidate me, and I stood my ground. She said, well, I got a gun. She had like a tummy bag, I think you call it a tummy bag, and she held it to try to show like an outline that she had something hard in her bag. And oh, it's a gun. I know, really, I was trying, like, wow. I know I said something else. And then in the room, this Asian lady, East Asian looking lady, calls me to the window. And there's a transaction for me. And they were to give me money, evidently. Well, we got paperwork for you. There are going to be three. It was three lots of 3 lots of land that we're going to give you. And I gathered it was my mother's will. And there was some adjustment to the will, and for whatever reason, they were to give me three of the lots. And let's see, I know there's some paper down. I remember now. And then I noticed, okay, she puts these little stickies on the 3 areas. It's supposed to be like markers to indicate that it's taken. and that it's to go to me. These three little like sticker things, markers that go in that plot, and then I see money, and I wanted to signal to her, to please be discreet, because the people behind me, that those people, because now people I think getting up and and because I can hear them in the back. I was concerned that if they see money being flashed, they might wait for me outside and rip me off. And so I wanted to say, could you put it in the envelope? The lady seemed to have an edge to her. Her countenance seemed to be having edge. Same type of element. And I'm sitting down, and then lo and behold, like I want her to hurry, and a black fellow comes up to me. Hey, I know you, blah, blah. And I kind of recognized him. Had an afro, dark-skinned fellow, slim. And I was acquainted. I wasn't buddies with him, but I know I've seen him before. He had a familiarity to him. I said, it's not a little busy right now. Just give me your number. I'll call you later. I was trying to be polite. Then maybe you can give me your number. It is some card, but the card looked like it was a clear plastic, folded up almost like a card, like what do you call it? Like a holder of like a little envelope that you could put little things in. Small, but it was like a plastic, super plastic. And I'm trying to write my number. And then the number, I was getting confused, and I see a series of numbers. So from one small plastic sheet, clear plastic sheet, it almost looked like bingo, like you see a whole series of numbers written down in columns, rows and columns. That filled up actually, had numbers in it already. And I was getting confused of my telephone number and which number was it. And my seeing the other numbers already written down, and it was confusing me. And I think that's when I woke up. Yeah, and I was just thinking as it was happening, and I saw a wad of money that the late Asian lady had, and I presume it was to go to me, that they were transferring that wealth of the three plots of, I think it was land or something. It was for me. And they were processing my claim on something. Interesting that the distracting, the distractor of it, the young guy. This guy is old enough to be my son. He looked like a early 20s. But I really didn't see that as such. And the first lady was older. But I think actually she was younger than me still, but she was an older person. She'd been in her 40s or something like that. Maybe older. But yeah, she was trying to intimidate. It's an intimidation. Looked like a den, I call it. They were like all waiting for something. And I don't know why I was there. So interesting that the victim was the Asian kid, and then they bring the kid, and I think the mother of the kid left. Somehow I say, because the kid's on the ground, I'm looking, hey, where's the mother? Because someone, an adult, I think it was a white man, slim, was to help. Hey, where's the, because, oh, yeah, I remember. Because the guy, the white man there, because I'm staying with the kids, so the kid would be, okay, mostly okay. It sees me, and of course I can't be the kid's mom, because my race. He had to size up the moment, and I'm just there as just a private individual. Yeah, I remember that. So he's just like kind of looking around in the room, trying to find out where the mother is. Yeah, it's just getting at this point very confusing, and the kid's moving around. The kid starts talking. I think another kid went next to him. Now it's like melee and confusion, and yeah, I think the kid would be okay because the kid's talking and starts not walking, but reposition himself from one position to another. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very hectic, very confusing. And in hindsight, now that I'm awake, why that particular transaction? And if it's like from the will, and I assume it was my mother's will, if if you if those sections supposed to be for me, handing them over to me, why is it money being like almost like they're selling me? They're gonna give me money for those plots. So in essence, isn't it going to them? I'm getting money. Um, and the lots, they put the little sticker notes, like to seal it, like it's designated transfer. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I never did transactions like that. I figure what else I might have been thinking. Like, hey, maybe could build a house on it or something. I don't know. Um, that's the dream. Yeah, it was an unsettling night. The dreams that I could remember just um, had an edge to it. Yeah, I did fall asleep with the video on, and the signs of the time with the this election thing and all that. Um, I would imagine that is definitely contributing to it because when I went to fell asleep on, and again my device is on. I mean, my desktop computer is on, so definitely that might have had a contributing factor. So definitely give me your insights regarding the dream, the insights with the Asian kid being hit, and then my wanted to stay with the kid and that the kid get help, and then it's some business transaction where I'm to get something about 3 plots, threes of something that is going to be given to me. And I think the late Asian lady said, "Oh, um, oh, she says some comment that better that you get it or something." And the tone of her voice, kind of contemptuous, like you better you than somebody else. It was just busy, the transact, busy, the desks, the work area where she, it was I think a panel also. It could have been like a panel, a clear glass panel separating us. It was very rustic. I was sitting on a chair, and I didn't want the other person to see. I didn't want to know my business. He's one of those real drive, young jive types. And coincident, he should see me right when uh, the transaction was to occur because they had to put the money in an envelope, finalize it. And he wants me to give his number. Yeah, just distract. It was definitely distractions, distract. Yeah, the whole dream is about distractions. Distraction, the kid, to get the help for the kid. Distractions, the business transaction of a property or something being signed over to me. Distractions. Oh wow. And who was it distracted by? Wow. Black people. Very dark slash what they call urban street blacks. Wow. Wouldn't that be a reflection of what's happening now with the riots that are happening? It's all distractions. All distractions. In the end, I'm to get something with three plots of something. They say, "Yeah, better you get it," or something. Very interesting. Oh well. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this dream. You can write it in the comments below. Share this video with friends, family members. And yeah, and should you like this content? Yeah, I usually share my dreams and mostly the visions that I have in the morning, but I didn't have the vision yet, and I really want to get this dream down. Yeah, you could, those who want to support my channel, you can do so by PayPaling me. You just go to my channel, Spirit Journey, and there's a banner on the top right of my channel. You'll see the link, the PayPal me link. You click on it and follow the rest of the prompts. Any amount would be greatly appreciated. I thank you all in advance for your help. Peace, love, and joy, and be safe, people. And don't mind the distractions. Don't let the distractions fool you, I should say. Okay? Thank you again. Bye-bye.